this is Syntax, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can use the HUD message device and triggers to have two in-game characters have a conversation via text. So yeah, let's look at how it's done. So the first thing we're going to need is an activation trigger. Now I'm just going to scroll through all the options or all the settings here for the all options category of the trigger, and you can go ahead and make sure they look exactly like mine do. For this situation, it's going to be a conversation between me, the in-game character, and the therapist, who's not actually there. There's no actual visual representation of the therapist, but that is the context. So once you've got that activation trigger set up exactly how I have it set up over there, if you had to pause it, feel free to pause it. But you're going to have your first message be displayed, which is going to be set right here. Now, I have my therapist, and he says, "Hey, Syntax." As soon as I walk in that door and hit that trigger, he's going to say, "Hey, Syntax." And if you have it set up exactly like this, I have it set for 2 seconds because I feel like it takes most people about 2 seconds to read it. And you don't have to have therapist in front or whatever character you want to talk. You could assign different characters different like colors and different word sizes, but I just went for the good old name and then a colon with parentheses. I made this normal because critical will cut other messages off. I didn't have a play sound because I wanted it to be more like a conversation. Put it top center, you can put it wherever you want. Not visible during game, and obviously this is showing when you walk in the office. Now, what's also happening is this trigger is getting triggered. This is, I like to call this a middleman trigger. Now what's happening is all this is off, and then we have 1 here, and then this delay is exactly how many seconds this is displayed for. So make sure these two delays, or these two match. See, the delay here is 2 seconds, and the message display time here is 2 seconds. So make sure those match up, as well as having no reset delay, having all this disabled, and have it not be visible in game. Now, it is going to trigger when receiving from 1. So when we walk in the door, it's going to trigger this. And then 2 seconds later, it's going to transmit on channel 2. So trigger receiving run, and then transmit on channel 2. Now, this is the next part of the conversation. This is me, where I say, "Hey." For some reason, I haven't set to 3 seconds. It probably won't take people 3 seconds to read "hey," but after I walk in, it transmits on 1. It's going to transmit to this, and then this is going to transmit on 2, which is, of course, you can see this is being shown when receiving from that, and it's me saying "hey," and it's exactly the same setup as this one right here. Now, same thing, we have another middleman trigger, so have it the same way, except trigger when receiving from 2, and then when trigger transmit on 3. As you can see, this one's 3 seconds somewhere. Yeah, 3 seconds right there, and 3 seconds right here. So then the therapist talks again. As you can see, it's show when receiving channel 3, and then we have another middleman trigger. So trigger when receiving from 3, and when trigger transmit on 4. And then this is showing when receiving from 4. This is me talking. Another middleman trigger, as you can see, 4 and 5. And finally, my therapist saying that he understands what a long week feels like, and it's being displayed from 5. Now, there are some maybe simpler ways to do it. You could do it with a sequencer, but then you have to know how to use a sequencer. I just find this the best option because everything looks nice and neat, and it's all connected perfectly, and I understand where everything is and what's happening. Anyway, guys, this has been Syntax. I hope this helped, and yeah, later.